still Devil. In this 6th tutorial, we want to see the image pictures and maps. Image pictures simply means giving an opportunity for the browser to select an image that is supported in file format and the responsive width depending on the size of the screen or the device you are using. Actually, the desire of the programmer is just to make sure that the website looks impressive in all the devices. So we shall give the pictures of different sizes and formats in one element we call picture or the tag element. Then under image maps, the idea behind is that you should be able to perform different actions depending on where the image you click. So in other language, I mean that one image can be partitioned into clickable areas such that maybe, for example, that image is acting as the template for other sites or images. So let us try to do a practical view of what I'm saying. Let us begin with the picture. So the first step you have to do is what the images you want to be partitioned into sizes, they should be in a picture tag. So the next step you will do, you give the source tag. We shall need attributes like media. So the media simply means we want to restrict the dimension of the screen that we want the image to display. So the values, we shall include the double quotation marks and round brackets, so that we specify minimum width. So under this width is the image that I will specify will be displayed. For example, I may start with maybe 750 pixel. So 750 pixel means 750 pixel from the left of the screen toward the right. Okay. So after that, I will add another attribute we call source set or src set. So this one will give me an opportunity to give the URL of my image that I want. So it should be in quotation marks. So I will use a good example of an image here. The images are in my tutorial folder on the desktop in the assets. So there are images here. I can add so many source element just to give many images of different formats and screen sizes. So let me just try to go with the 3 of them, but you can add infinite of them. So let me add the last compulsory element. We call the last child element, and it is the image. This one is needed when the browsers do not support the picture element. So just the usual way of inserting the images. So make sure you save, and I want to refresh it. It is displaying this image calc under 350, the minimum screen of 350. So let me try to resize it. So wherever I resize, at this point it has started displaying this GIF under 550 pixel from the left. So if I continue to resize or magnify, it will give me a hero image. So let me try to do it so you can see how it is very interesting. So some images may not support this picture element. So on that note, it will display this image, the last element here. So that is one of the application of the picture element. Maps. So first of all, you start inserting an image. I can just use one of these link here to avoid typing a lot. So the first step, you insert an image that you want to partition. So I want to partition hero image. You include a map. So make sure you open close. It's the map tag. Inside the image, you have to give an attribute we call then equals to So the value should start with the hash, whatever the name, like my map work, right? So inside the map, the name attribute should be now the value of the use map. Now the next step, now you write the area. So the area will partition that image, and inside the area we have some attributes like shape. So first of all, let us look at the shape that we want to partition. So I have to save first and refresh. Yeah, so this is our hero image. I want to use this laptop so that whenever I click it, it will take me to other laptops. It can be a template of other laptops here, or you can use this monitor, the monitor of that laptop. So when you click on that monitor, it takes you to other monitors, or this motherboard, it takes you to other motherboards. So you may use them depending on how you want. Like this phone, if you click, or you can partition this phone in such a way that if I click on that phone, it takes me to another phones, maybe from the other sites. In shape, it can be in a shape of a rectangle. There are so many shapes. So shapes gives different coordinates. So like a rectangle, I will need two paired points, x, y, which are, so I will need 4 digits. Let's say because those coordinates, this is how the computer counts. So it will start from the farthest end of the left hand side of my screen. It starts with 0 here. So where my cursor is now, it is 0. So it goes with x axis and y axis. So when you give a point, you should give a 2 coordinate format. So let me say from the left to the laptop is like let's say 7 something or 700 or just 750 pixel. So I will just notice when I hover on it. So my shape first of all is rect. After the shape, I will now give the coordinates. You write CRRDS, the coordinates, and assign the points. Then the next attribute is the href. So my href, I want to assign on that clickable area. I will redirect it to another site. So I have created a dummy site here. We call hello world.html. So I make sure you save. So let me refresh and see what I'm meaning. So if you want to see the clickable area, where the cursor will change to a small hand, it will show a clickable area. So my clickable area is here. So that triangle, it is here. So if I move away, it changes to a pointer, but where there is a clickable area, where my coordinates are giving me the direction, is the clickable area. And you will see a link at the bottom here down here. You will see a link that will take me to that page. So if I click, it has taken me to that page you are seeing. Let me zoom so that you see it. It's just a dummy site I've just created. So with CSS now, if you learn CSS later, you will be able to create a very awesome website. So you can do the same. You can pick your own images and partition them in sub areas. So thank you. See you in the next tutorial. So we shall do HTML, CSS, how to insert CSS in HTML. And these are takeaway for you. Try to believe in actions rather than words. Thank you.